if you can do this in midstream, yeah, but see, now you can't, right? I've always done it the other way. So who's your person behind you, and what are you doing? All right, I'm gonna document what I've done and what I'm doing. Why? Because I think that if you have a roadmap and you're dead, what would you do? You'd be like, I'm dead. Yeah, okay, so the bioexit, so he's kind of coming up with things. So bioexit. If it's not on your to-do list, it's either good news or bad news. Good news is, if you do your bioexit, meaning you are biologically in the game as a human, you have the ability to do what? Hey, you're a human. You get to do whatever you think. However, you know your human goes away, 100%. It's not even up for discussion. There hasn't been one human. Once JC came back in his story, so, you come back. Or is he coming back? Is that the story? JC, what's your story? So you, if you're wanting to continue, you as you, so then you have to tell me what you are. Because if you define if you're human or not human. Let's make it simple. Are you not human? Do you not identify as human? And if you don't, what do you identify as? So as the normal, non-enhanced canny, what would I do? What do you mean, what would I do? Well, if you identify at all with human, let's just put a color on it. Why? Well, because it makes it easier. So I'm just picking green. That's it. Green. Why is it green? We needed to put a color on it, and so I said green is biological. Anything green is biological. So it's a category. Wow. So you just have one category of green? You're like, no, man, green is part of another category. You're like, okay, good. But you have to figure out green in order to continue with your story. You'll go in, you think about this one. So you don't know what happens after you die. I have no idea. Okay, so you could, but you'd have to believe this. This would have to resonate and go, yep, that makes sense. Because if it doesn't make sense, then it doesn't make sense. I'm saying one of the rule sets is it's going to end as a human. What's next? And so you would think some people would go, nothing. And I'm like, okay, nothing. So if I gave you an option in the future, Mrs. H, hey, I don't see her. So in this story, it would be hard for her unless she came in and I would say, I'm fucking flipping out because she's at the door and she's no longer here. Now, here could be, I just can't see her. So then you're like, do you feel her, man? I'm like, come in. Okay, okay, she's in. Do you have an idea? Mrs. H, do you have any idea what you want to do next? And she'll either go yes or no, or she won't know, right? So you as player one, your point of view, you would have to give me a green is gone. The system has said this is the rules. And you're like, okay, now what? Yeah, now what? So what this guy did is he took some enhancers to give him at least the story to continue. Whether the story is absolutely full of shit, doesn't matter. I'm in yellow. And you're like, yellow? Only green's in play. And you're like, oh, I'm a human. You're like, you're a human. Yeah, so human is green, okay? So if you want a complicated human story, you can go. Because why would God do that? And God would go like, Look, you guys think you're so smart, figure out green. And green would go, okay, CBL's in play? And you're like, CBLs. I'm like, yeah, common, these are common. Okay, we're done. What? Yeah. So at some point, the system's gonna take this person or someone he knows. So, in green. So define green. CBLs are in play though. So once someone goes, hey, I'm in CBLs, and so I would say to myself, regular self, look, you know a lot because you know CBLs and you've been so far beyond this because this, meaning everything biological, you are B, you are the big B. So you're a me bi. Okay, you have a mind, a body. So body, I'm like body. Yeah, B, you gotta figure that out. Just, you have to have a story. It's not that hard. Like you could even, hey, explain CBLs to me. And you're like, well, it just makes it simple. So when you have CBLs, common bio laws, okay, you make up the rules. Everything's in play. Everything's in here. So, and then that's how I've defined purple. Wait, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, that's pink. All right, this is riveting. You better hope she's not around. Nope. Last try. You get one more. This is so incredible. All right. How fun was that? So, and that's what you also do in life. You give away your time. All I'm saying is just going tick, 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 tick in one direction for a cycle. And then you have X number of cycles for biological. Yep, and so you can discuss what that is in here. What else do you know? What else do I know? So at least what this unit's trying to do is, define, I think what I want to do is place my endpoint, my bio exit, to where maintenance to 0, and then I can build phase 3, and then I can continue or not. Because at some point, you're gonna get called from whatever story you're in at some point. So it's like, okay, you understand that, right? And you're like, yeah. I wanna be at the point where like, yeah, I'm gonna be a part of something bigger because I'm out. My single perspective is done. Like totally done. You're like, yeah, just so you come in and so one of the things that this guy knows is, hey, just come into my realm. You're either gonna like me or not. Me. So that's good. You don't want to be with someone that has their truth, but then is like, You want like come into this wing and everything's in play, good and bad. Yeah, I like the variance. Do you? Takes more energy. It really does. Takes more energy. So to define, so I'm getting granular. When I'm enhanced in yellow, yes. I'm not really in this yellow. See, all the big boys, they're not even on this playing field. Okay, so this is the thing that I would want to happen. So, like, your last resting stop, or if you're in transition, any transition, good luck. I just came, because you go, can I leave the biosphere? And the answer is yes, you totally can, but don't come to this wing, because if you're in yellow, man, yellow is think about this, all things are in play. And you're like, okay. No, like binary is in play, but also trinary and everything in between. Like it could be true, couldn't be true, but it doesn't matter. And you're like, oh. So all good things are in play, all not so good things are in play. So think about that. Yeah, that's a good thought. So the answer to the is there something after death? I think